It's a game on the day too, ain't it?
Yup. It's on right now.
Where's the mother?
You got some classics in there.
Yeah, man. I was collecting them for years, man. Like, I got my first DVD player like in '98. Like when they first started getting like huge.
What? DVDs?
DVDs.
Okay.
I remember like my first DVD I had was Love Stinks. Like, I don't know if you remember that movie, but like,
I don't, but
yeah.
It's so appropriate right now. Oh man, it's a trip. Marriage, love, all that. It's crazy.
Yeah, it can be super hard. Like, marriage isn't easy.
It's the hard. I think personally, one of the hardest things in life.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing harder really besides being a parent.
Yeah. I think it's harder than being a parent. Honestly.
You think it's harder being a parent?
I think marriage is harder than just being a parent.
Oh, for sure. I agree. It is. It is. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
Because you don't agree with yourself all the time.
Right.
So factoring in a whole other person.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh man. And a woman. And I ain't even trying to be, man.
I see this thing on TV. I mean, it was on social media. Mm-hmm. It said, if you could understand that they make a piece of round, they put it in a square box, and they cut it in a triangle. If you can understand why they do all that, you will understand a woman.
Oh. That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy like that, man.
Crazy. It's so wild is that I think the scariest part is when you think you understand.
Yeah.
When you think you, that's been my biggest problem is I always thought I understood. Yeah. And the more I thought I did, the more I found out I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, man. It's crazy. But you know what? I think that society jack up roles, right?
What you mean?
Like, so for instance, how really the man should be the provider, right? Uh-huh. And the women should be the caretaker. That we're naturally wired that way. But the way society got things set up, women are providers. They are, masculine now. It's a different.
I don't think it had to be one and the same. I think a woman can make more money and
still be feminine.
And still be feminine.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's interesting.
I think the gender roles, it was necessary at a point, but that point is no longer valid for us.
My thing about gender roles, though, is that it naturally takes place. It's not like we mentally do it.
I don't even know, like, a man like having to be the breadwinner is not isn't that it was natural. I think a man is bred to be a leader,
a provider,
to be the head.
Right.
Not even the provider.
What?
I won't even say that he naturally have to be the provider.
Why not?
Because you cannot make the most. Like, I think if you have to be the provider, if at any time you can't provide financially, then you will feel like you're less than a man. And I don't think that that's the case. You know what I'm saying?
I can see that. But yeah.
Like, I think whether or not my wife makes more money than me or not, am I the head of the household? do I lead my family? You know what I'm saying? I think I think that is the case more than it is that I have to be the breadwinner. Because let's be honest, women are making more money than a man at this point.
It is. Yeah,
now,
right.
now,
Especially black men.
Now, the most richest people in the world still are predominantly men.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to the average that people are making, in most households, a lot of times, women are making more than the man.
Right.
So, like, a lot of people like to say, "Oh, then that means that you're not a man if you don't make." Nah, that don't mean that at all.
Right.
It just means that you are making more money than us. Now, in areas where men predominated women in them huge, saying careers, yeah. But if the average man is doing the average job and a woman is like a nurse or something like that, she making more than that average guy. You know what I'm saying? Like per person, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't ever. I think the reason why it was necessary at that time is because women could not get jobs.
Mm-hmm.
They just couldn't.
Right.
The only job that they could be is housekeepers.
Right.
Men was the first. Men were the first nurses. Then they switched over to women.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So they couldn't get those big. Those big paying jobs or jobs at all.
Mm-hmm.
So the man had to go out and then provide. Then the wife stayed home to take care of the kids.
Right.
And the man came and gave her the money, and she did what she had to do to make sure that the house ran a certain way, because she couldn't go out there and get a job. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, then when the war on drugs took place and all that other stuff, when people is gonna hate when I say this, the Democratic Party, because to be honest, blacks, we didn't vote Democratic first.
Right. Republican.
We ended up going Democratic, but when they seen that there was a avenue that they can actually take the black man out of the house,
mm-hmm.
they start passing laws and stuff like that when it comes to assistance, because the men was in jail, or they hit us up with a whole bunch of, they start flooding the streets with drugs, guns and stuff like that. Start taking the jobs, like the blue collar jobs, like the factory workers and stuff like that. When they seen that we became unionized and we was making all the big money, and the blacks was making all the big money, they took the warehouses out of the inner city where we can get to it, moved them out.
Right.
So now we couldn't even get there because there was no way to get there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we start losing our jobs. Then we on the street. You know what I'm saying? Then the drugs right there. They start being on drugs, and then they start throwing us in jail.
Mm-hmm. And
then the only way that the woman can get anything is they had to start giving her assistance, food stamps and everything.
Yeah.
And now the man getting out of jail, and they're like, we don't want him to go back in the house. We need to break up the black family. So then they start saying, look, if you can't have assistance if a man is in your house.
Yeah.
So now the man can't even come back to his own house.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And then they broke up the black family, and then it was a domino effect from that on. Now the women had to learn how to be breadwinners and all this other stuff like that, to take care of her kids and everything. Like,
I see where you was going with it, because I'm thinking like, man, you going real deep with it.
Yeah,
you giving the backstory.
Yeah, like
I get
it. It's actually not just something that's, you know what I'm saying, that was. It was definitely like planned out, and to a point now that I think if you still try to do gender roles right there, you setting yourself up for failure. Right. You're going to get a divorce. Right.
So my problem with that is, you don't have to be a breadwinner to be a provider, and I think, because those are like two different things. But I believe as a man, we are supposed to be the providers, and the women supposed to be the nurturers. So
Or so what do you mean about providing then? Providing what?
providing, like okay, I watched this video on YouTube. His name is Stefan Speaks. You ever heard of this guy?
I had to see his face.
Dope dude. I send you the link to the video. As a matter of fact, you might can post it in this video, right?
Okay.
So he was talking about how, and I agree with it. Men, no matter, like, men should be the ones to go out and work and provide, right? And women should have the option to work if they want to, but not have to deal with or have to work. You know what I mean? And I agree with that. If I could have it my way, I would be providing, and my wife wouldn't have to work if she don't want to. It's just unfortunate. It's not like that. You know what I mean? Unless we, totally downgrade.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I like the way I live.
Right.
I'll be honest.
It's cozy.
I like the way I live.
Right.
I enjoy not having to wonder where my next meal and how the bills is gonna get paid.
Right.
If it was totally on me in this world, how the inflation and everything is right now, we ain't living the way we living.
Right.
We ain't enjoying life.
You want to be cushy.
I want to, anytime I want some scrimps, you know what I'm saying? I want to be able to eat it.
Right.
How the world is right now,
the way it's set up, I get it.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
So it would be great if everything was magical and perfect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at my grandfather. Mm-hmm. How many kids he had? How was he able to do that all on one income? Because it was like that back then.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like that now.
Right.
Like,
and I think it's set up like that on purpose.
Yeah.
Because it throws off the family dynamic completely.
But the thing is, I think you can still have a family dynamic, and he don't have to be the provider. He has to be the leader. The thing is, like I'm a Christian. Right.
But a leader provides. Right?
But the thing is, provide. But if we say provides money,
everything.
But he can't. A leader just don't provide everything. A leader know how to delegate.
Right. But part of delegating is providing too, right? Making a way.
Well, providing knowledge or providing this. So yeah, you can be a provider, but when provider means money, because a lot of times I hear people say, okay, a man's supposed to be a provider and a woman should have the option whether she wants to or not. But in most relationships, if the woman decides, you know what, I don't feel like working.
Right.
It's going to put a pressure on that man that he cannot handle. And with this new feminine wave, she's going to make him feel like he's less than now that he can't.
That's why a woman should be a woman and be in her feminine energy. You know what I'm saying?
But the thing is,
and the same with a man.
But how? Same thing. How can you? But how can? But how, now it's saying she needs to be in her feminine energy.
Definitely, because if she is, she ain't gonna do that. What you saying? You know what I mean?
But let's be specific, because women, what they don't need is a provider. What they do need is security.
Right. That's what a provider is.
No.
So a provider does not provide
he
security.
Provides security.
Right.
But when we attach provider to monetary, that's where we make a mistake.
That's exactly why I said the breadwinner doesn't. I mean, you don't have to be a breadwinner to be a provider.
Now, but the thing is, when we say provider, both parties supposed to be a provider, because she's supposed to provide peace for me. She's supposed to, you know what I'm saying? Like, both parties supposed to provide something. But when the word, how society started saying the provider, it came with a monetary tone. The thing is, what a woman needs is security. They need to be secure in every act. So financial do come into play. Mm-hmm. But the thing, when it comes into play, it can come into play like, look, both of our monies together, because we both work, provides us with financial security. But the thing is, if that's not enough, then as a man, it's my job, not her job, then now I got to go get a second job.
Right. Exactly.
Because I'm the leader. I'm the head of that.
Right.
So I got to do a little bit more.
So my thing is, it shouldn't be an option for the woman to work. She should have to work, is what you're saying.
Well, I'm not saying that. Every situation is different.
Well, of course, but I'm just saying generally.
If I'm a ball player and I'm making stupid amount of money, I just signed a contract. Even if I'm the last person on the bench, and I signed for $400,000 this year, this season. Why does she need to work?
Right.
Yeah. But if I'm a janitor at the local school making $18 an hour, baby, yes,
you gotta work.
You gotta work.
I feel it. I don't. I used to believe that.
Okay, but I just don't. I'm gonna put it on yours. Yeah. Okay. Give your wife the option not to work. You don't have to work.
You know, I could do that. You know where we would probably end up? In an apartment. 1-bedroom apartment.
1-bedroom apartment. And
I'll take care of everything.
And you
and then she could go to work if she wants to.
Hey, the thing is, you know what would happen?
What?
Neither one of y'all will be happy.
You think so?
I know so. Because
why would you think so?
Okay. The thing is, if you go to work 40 hours a week, right? Just to pay bills.
Yep.
Nothing extra.
Yep.
Just to pay bills.
Yep.
That means you're surviving. You're not living.
But if she's working optionally, right? And she's making money, she will provide everything that I would want. Right? She will give me what I want, right?
Now, if both of y'all are working together because y'all are a team,
right,
then you can live comfortably. And both of y'all...
So we can live comfortably living below our means?
Okay, let's say that. Let's say that. Living below your means. All right. Now, I seen your man cave.
Oh yeah, I'm living above my means.
Right. Okay, I seen your man cave, right?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So
I'm gonna keep it above.
So let's say you have to now downgrade, instead of having a reliable car, a car that just gets you back and forth, right? Now you, instead of eating when and how you want to, you eat whatever y'all can afford, right?
Right.
That is existing, and it's a miserable existence. I used to be there. The reason I worked so hard is to get out of that. Not knowing how and when I was going to pay my next bill. I don't know if you ever lived like that. Have you ever lived like that?
Absolutely.
And you say you're willing to go back to that.
I'm not saying struggle, because that's what you say.
Yeah.
I'm just saying living below our means. So put it like this: I make enough money, right?
Yeah.
That me and my wife right now could live in a nice, cozy apartment, and I can pay all the bills and pay the rent, and we can live comfortably. And then my wife could work part-time if she want, and that could be the extra money or whatever it could be if she want to.
All right. Look, I can put it like this. I make well over the average person makes. Right? I ain't gonna say exactly how much
I make. Go ahead.
But it's over 70. All right?
Oh, you just told us.
It's over that. I ain't gonna say exactly, but it's over 70.
That's all we need to know.
Right. So I could live and only do right there, but now everything I like to do is cut out.
Like what?
Travel.
Okay. You couldn't travel?
No. I remember trying to travel before when me and another person combined only equaled 70. And we was always, one day we will. One day we will. And especially if you have kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Have to always tell them no.
Or, it sucks. I agree. It sucks.
I never want to get
I lived like that.
Like, the thing is, what I want to do is be able to thrive. I think that would take all ingenuity out of this world.
So what's thriving? Explain what thriving is. Could you thrive, right? Say you make $70,000 a year.
Yeah.
And you live in an apartment. You live in a 1-bedroom apartment.
Could you thrive?
Paying under $1,000 a month for rent.
Hey, could you thrive? Yeah, some people.
You can thrive.
But see,
and have a wife.
Like this is what I'm saying. Some people, I put it like this. Some people can go to the Cavs game, right?
And sit in the nosebleed.
Right. And cool with that.
Right.
Because
I get standards. I get it.
Because that's what they used to or something like that.
Right.
Can I go in the nosebleed?
Of course not. I can't either. I ain't doing that either.
I can't do that no more.
Right.
I used to be happy, wondering who is that with the ball. I used to be okay with that.
Right.
But when you at a certain, I don't care who you are. Once you up here, coming back, going down,
right,
is a reality check that's hard to manage.
Yeah, when you up there and then go back down.
So what I'm saying right now, for other people who's making 30,000, and then their whole and then they make 70, yeah, and them and their wife and kids can thrive on $70,000, right? But if you used to making in a household 150, 200,000, and come down to 70,
so I think it comes down to standards, right?
It comes down to what you
like Kawhi Leonard. You see how you live?
Yeah.
Perfect example.
Red man.
Exactly.
On Chris.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I think it's all relative. We talk. That too. But we talking standards though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, as long as I got a good, reliable vehicle, right? Why do I need to have a Rolls Royce?
I'm not
feel
saying,
me. That's the angle I'm coming from.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
So I can get all my needs provided. It just won't be at this upper echelon standard or whatever. You know what I mean? It just won't be that. Yeah. But I can still enjoy my life and enjoy my wife living at a basic level. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I can guarantee you, if y'all switch now, you will not enjoy it.
I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know.
I do know. Because you're used to this level now. And she is too. And one thing about a woman, if you take them from where they are.
Oh, for sure, they gone. I get that. I understand that. But if they mindset is, I love my man, I enjoy my man, and I want to be with him.
I don't care.
They'll ride. They'll ride
for a while.
I think they'll ride, bro.
Now, I look. The thing is,
I really do.
I absolutely love my wife, and she is a rider. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But if I take her below her standards, she's going to start looking around and be like, "This is not what I signed up for."
Right, and I get that, and that's fair. I'm not arguing that at all.
A woman needs to be,
but that's not every woman though.
I'm talking about almost. The thing is, people think a woman need a provider. Every woman don't need a provider, but what every woman needs is security.
Agree. So it's not security if you're living at a basic level?
No, I'm not
saying. That's not secure?
No, but see, the thing is,
if she getting taken care of,
it doesn't have to do with monetary.
I'm just
but what I'm saying is, if a woman is secure and y'all only have one income and she's secure in that, then cool. But what I'm saying is, saying that a man has to be a provider is contradictory to saying a guy has to secure his woman.
I don't understand.
Because the thing is, if you say a provider of what? You can't say provide everything, because the thing is, if he provides everything and she provides nothing, then it's an unbalanced relationship, and it's going to end.
No, she nurtures. It's like, okay, it's like, you ever heard the saying, if whatever a man brings to a woman, she'll cultivate it and turn it into something.
Okay.
Like a man will bring a house and a woman will make it a home. A man bring the groceries, a woman will make a meal. Like, that's what I mean. Like, that's the point.
I understand a woman is a nurturer by nature.
Right. And we're providers by nature.
Nah, I know. We're leaders. No.
We're leaders.
The thing is, yes, we provide leadership. But when you use the word provide, but it doesn't just stop at provider.
No, it don't.
Provider of what? But the thing is, both parties provide. Both parties provide. They provide something.
I think the woman is the nurturer. She blossoms the stuff that you bring. That's what she does.
Okay, if she blossoms the stuff that you bring,
she turns it into something wonderful.
Yeah, she can bring a house and make a house a whole.
Right.
But the thing is, she brings something too. She provides an atmosphere to nurture. You know what I'm saying? You can't say provider. Provider was never when you look at the Bible never said he has to be a provider.
No, I'm never saying that either.
Right. When the thing is, the natural order of a man isn't to be the provider.
A woman provides. What do a woman provide?
She provides a whole bunch of stuff.
Like what?
She provides kids. She provides a nurturing atmosphere for your house. She can provide income. She can provide groceries.
I mean, they do.
But that's what they provide. They can provide a whole bunch of stuff. The thing is, what every woman needs is security. What every man needs is two things. He needs peace and he needs respect. She has to provide a place for him to feel at peace, and she has to provide him an atmosphere of respect.
So let me ask you something.
What do he provide?
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
If, say for example, you don't make the money that you make right now.
Okay.
Right?
Uh-huh.
So do you feel like you still deserve the respect?
Why don't I? Do money
but
make
not,
me?
But you're not providing what you once did.
But see, I never said I had to be a provider. I said I had to secure.
It's secure.
Okay.
So do you think she still feels secure if you lost?
Yes.
She would still. Okay.
Okay. Now ask me how.
Okay.
Because now security has nothing to do with money.
I didn't say that though.
But the thing is, when people say provider, then yes. Now, in my current relationship, my wife makes more money than I do.
Uh-huh.
Who's the head of the house?
She is.
No, she ain't. Ask her.
I'm just playing, man.
Yeah, ask her. Like, my wife is a boss at her job.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody had to come to her.
So she submits to you.
Yes.
Completely. So that means that you have say-so over what she brings, her money that she makes. You have say-so over that.
I have say-so over the house.
No. Say-so over her money that she brings in here.
So
do you have say-so?
If I ask her not to buy certain things?
Ask her.
Because I don't think a man ever supposed to demand a woman. You don't ever supposed to. A woman's supposed to be your helpmate.
Right.
She don't supposed to be your subservient.
Right, I agree.
Right? So I told my wife, like, hey babe, we ain't gonna buy this stuff, or we ain't gonna do this. You know what she'll say? Okay. Now, do my wife have input? Oh, of course she does.
Right.
Right? Because I can say something and she can totally disagree with it.
Mm-hmm. But you get that final say.
She would tell me.
I get it.
She would tell me what her feelings is.
Mm-hmm.
But if I feel strong enough about it and say, no, babe, I understand what you're saying, but we need to go this way. Guess what way we're going?
Okay.
And
so is it because she's in her feminine energy?
You could say feminine energy, or the thing is that we understand our roles and our responsibility.
Okay.
And that she's comfortable and feels secure that me leading our family,
you can make the right decisions.
That we're going to go in the right in the right direction. And even if I get it totally wrong,
she'll still trust you.
The thing is, okay, you made a mistake.
Okay.
But I understand what your intention for the family was. Right? So I'm providing security. And the thing is, now that I provide security based on the fact that she provides peace. I fight with the world every day. When I get home, I need my house to be one in peace. The thing is, the transference, this is what we talked about last week. The transfer is what we need. For this, men, we control relationships.
Right.
A woman, I don't care what she does. If I don't say we together, we ain't together.
Right.
Right? A man control relationship. What do women control? Sex. Right? Women control sex, men control relationships. All right. So most women, they'll trade their sex for in hopes for a relationship. And men will give a relationship just to get some sex. Right? But when it comes to marriage, men, we don't benefit like a woman benefit in marriage. We don't.
Where are we going with this? Because I thought we were talking about like providing.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. What the reason why we get married, the ring for a female is the ultimate source of security. She's super secure in her relationship. Right?
Right.
And the transference, what we get is she provides a home of peace and respect for us. And because she give us that, we give her the ring and security. Right? Every woman wants security. Every woman don't need a man to provide money for them.
I never said that though.
But the thing is, when people say a provider and a woman have to, should only have the option whether she can. What if it was a woman like Oprah and Stedman? Stedman makes good money. Do he make Oprah money? You think Oprah will be happy and optionally? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Maybe.
Who wear the pants in that relationship?
No, I'm just saying. She might be.
It ain't even. It might be. She say,
no, I'm saying,
go to the guest room, guest house.
If her standards is, if her standards is, if her standards, is more important than anything else, then yeah, Stedman ain't got a chance. But if her standards is, I just want to be happy, and I want to be a good woman, a good wife.
So you don't think a woman could be a good woman, a good wife?
She can, of course. She can. But what I'm saying is she don't have to deal with the pressure of having to go to work. Having to do it. But that's my whole point, though.
But you have to, though.
But no. I don't think a woman should have to work.
But the thing is,
they should wanna work. And if they want to go, they can go. If they don't have to.
But they have that choice anyway, though.
What you mean?
Any person, if they don't want to, they don't have to do anything.
Oh, of course. We can quit our jobs tomorrow.
Right.
But no, I'm just talking about
the thing is,
within a relationship, especially if it's kids involved.
The thing is, honestly, let's just be honest. Women grow up, right? And they in door school. They decide what they want to be when they grow up.
Right.
Back in the day when they had a choice, that they didn't work. They didn't even go to school. Right? Like some of them went to school, but they was taught how to clean, how to cook. You know what I'm saying? Men went to school to learn how to work.
Let me ask you something. If you made enough money you made the same amount of money you make, you and your wife together. You made all that by yourself. Would you expect your wife to still go to work?
If we're at the place that I want to, then she has the option.
Right. That's my point.
But the thing is, that's not the case for 99% of humans.
Of course it's not.
So
I think because we program that way. To be honest with you,
it's not even programmed.
I do, because I think that we gotta have everything. We gotta drive the nicest car. We gotta, you know what I'm saying? But we really ain't gotta do all that.
We ain't got to. We ain't got to do.
We
anything.
don't.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't drive the nicest car. Got a nice car. I'm gonna drive the nicest car.
Right, but you don't have to drive the car that you got.
Yes.
You can get you a beater, but $10,000 ride.
I got a beater too.
No, I'm just saying.
But this is
that alone.
what I'm saying. But you think. But the thing is, it's not just what I want; it's what she wants too.
Of course, but I'm just saying. I'm talking about just as a whole.
No, but
let me. What about her standards? What if her standards? What if that don't mean nothing to her? Is what I'm saying.
If it doesn't mean anything to her, and that she's comfortable in living,
just a basic life.
But the thing is, who wants to live a basic life?
It ain't. But it's not. And when I mean basic, let me be clear on the basic part. When I mean basic, I'm just talking about material things. Because I can have an amazing life with nothing.
Okay,
and enjoy the hell out of my wife, and she can enjoy me.
I got you. During income tax season, how many people really save their money?
No one does.
Or do the economy get a boost?
Yeah, everybody's spending money like crazy.
Why?
Because they want to live above their means.
So if the majority of people love and want to spend money, they want stuff, right? How do you get stuff?
But we're talking material.
No, but that's what I'm saying. How do you get stuff?
My mind said on material.
But you're different.
So, I'm just talking about in general.
What I'm saying.
Why do we got to be on materialistic stuff? Why is that important?
You know why? You know why most women are going to work or want to work?
Because they want the material.
Because they want stuff. Who want more stuff? Between
who
women.
train us to want this stuff?
No. Who want?
Who train us to want this stuff?
No, it's part of us.
What you mean? How is it part of us?
Okay. They'll put something on TV. Right?
You said what?
They'll put something on TV, on commercials.
Of course.
Why do commercials?
They tell us what we want.
It's not even being trained. It's in our nature to want more.
Of course, want more.
Listen, let me tell you.
But I'm talking about just material things.
We talked about all these movies I got, right?
Yeah.
You know what? When I only had 3 DVDs, I knew exactly what I wanted to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I want to watch a movie, it's hard for me to pick because I got so many. I got thousands of TV channels. It's hard to figure out. We remember when we had 3, 5, 8, 19, 43, and 55.
Look like you had the same problem. Maybe even worse. Maybe you was doing better with less.
Yeah, you were like, oh, it always has something to watch.
Yeah.
When you have all these cables, like, ain't nothing on cable no more.
Yeah.
Right? When you have more, when you have options, it's hard to figure out what you want. I sell cars, right? I deal with the people who have no credit, and I love it. I'd rather deal with them than the people who got the best credit. Because the people who got the best credit want me to pull out 17 cars, and then they pick which one they want. The people with bad credit, I pull them out 2. Which one you like? And they leave out happy. Right? The thing is, we are prone to want more. We're prone to want more.
I'm not arguing that though.
So the thing is, why do women work? And the only way you will give a woman a choice not to work if she really have a choice to still get whatever she wants and not work. And a man, and the way how we are wired, if we make more than enough to be able to take care of all our wants and needs, of course we're not going to have our woman work.
What if I told you that the most important person, the thing in my life is my wife, right? And I want to enjoy her. And what if I was the most important thing in her life and she just want to enjoy me? What about that? Could that happen?
Yeah.
Under any circumstance?
Yeah, and it's two bums underneath the
Two bums.
expressway who neither one of them work, and they enjoy the hell out of each other every day. You know what I'm saying? They even post a sign together, standing right next to each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll work for food.
I'm just man, damn. I ain't mean to go that bad,
but honestly,
I'm just saying, like, why are we so lost in the material things, and why can't we just be caught up and just invested in each other, really genuinely loving and enjoying each other?
Why can't you still do that though?
Because we need 75-inch TVs and driving around in Rolls Royces.
No.
Okay then.
The thing
so
is,
what's the point then? Like, why it's gotta be all that?
It don't gotta be all that.
Why can't we just be cool eating ramen noodles and hot dogs and enjoy each other watching basic TV?
Why
having a blast?
Like, why can't you enjoy cable TV? Why can't you enjoy having a steak and some ribs?
Because we can't figure out what we want to eat.
No, I figured out what I wanted to eat. We just came back and ate good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to sit on the throne for a long time, getting all that stuff out and enjoy myself. And I spent time with the person I love the most. And guess what? After the podcast, and we got TV shows that we have to watch. And I'm lay on the lap. She like to play in my hair. I enjoy when she do that too.
Mm-hmm.
And we gonna enjoy our time together.
Yeah.
And guess what? We still don't have to worry about what's in our bank account because we still go to work. And then when we get off, we ain't talking about work. We talking about each other. We planning our future. And then in March for her birthday, we trying to decide whether we gonna go to Cabo or whether we going to Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And
do you need to go there to enjoy the birthday though? Do you need to go there?
Do we need to? No.
Okay.
But can we? And do we want to?
Of course.
Yes.
Who wouldn't want to?
Exactly.
Okay. Now, put it like this.
Yeah.
Me and my wife don't get along. I'm just hypothetically, right?
Okay.
But I take my wife to the moon.
Mm-hmm.
To the moon. We can't enjoy each other that way. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? In my last marriage, you know the only time we enjoyed each other?
When y'all had something.
No, when we went on vacation.
See, that's trash.
It was trash. You're right.
And that's my whole point in what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is, if she ain't a quality person or you're not a quality person, that's not going to change the relationship.
I agree.
Right. But doing stuff, like they say, money don't buy happiness. And they're right.
Uh-huh.
But money sure can finance happiness. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can. Like,
is it happiness though? Or
yes.
is it like just contentment?
It's not sustained joy, but it's definitely happiness. Because happiness is a derivative of a happening. Something had to happen to make you happy. Something had to happen to make you sad. That's what happiness is. Happiness is always fleeting. You're always chasing happiness. Is it joyful? No. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's an up and down roller coaster. I don't never chase happiness, but I am happy.
Mm-hmm.
I chase joy. Joy is a state of being.
Mm-hmm.
No matter if everything going to hell in a handbasket, if you have joy, you found a reason for living.
Yep.
It's still cool. Can you be joyful and broke? You certainly can.
You sure can.
Right? Can you be rich and miserable? You certainly can. But what I'm saying is, the thing is, if you start chasing everybody's thoughts of what a man's supposed to do, and it includes you gotta do this or you gotta do this, and it's according to a specific role.
But that ain't everybody's thoughts though.
But that's what I'm saying. Everybody ain't the same. So I know people who are really happy with, and the man don't work, and the woman.
I've seen that too.
And the woman is the one who provides.
So we hear
monetarily, huh?
But we don't really know what's going on in that relationship.
No. I'm talking about a relationship that I know, and I know that they're thriving.
And I mean, I'm talking about thriving and as in happy. Genuinely
happy. But she makes a stupid amount of money.
He don't.
And he stay home with the kids.
And they're happy.
And they're super happy.
That is interesting.
But
not saying it's not unrealistic.
But guess what?
I'm sure it happens, right?
Guess what? Guess who's the head of that relationship? Who's the head of the house?
He is.
So it's still in a natural order
I would like to be a fly on that wall. That's all I'm gonna say.
But
I like to be a fly on that damn wall.
The thing is, they have a shared bank account.
I would like to see how that works.
But the thing is, like, why do it have to work? Why do it have to work bad?
I ain't say it did.
Because the thing is, money is the number. Money and sex is the number. The thing that kills relationships.
Yep.
Most relationships is either too much or too less of either one.
Right.
Too much sex, too much money. Too little sex, too little money.
Right.
Right? If you can take those dynamics out of your relationships, because you don't have a preconceived notion of who's supposed to make the money, just that your security, that my job as a man is to make sure my wife feels secure. And her job is to make sure that I feel at peace and that I feel respected. If my main concern is her and doing that for her, what she needs, satisfying her love language, and what she does, provide those two things I need and satisfying my love language, why should money interrupt our relationship?
That's never been my argument, though.
But
money
you just
has never
said,
been my argument.
You just got finished saying, since she works and he doesn't,
I just like to see how that works.
It works just like that.
How does that work, though?
She got her own medical practice.
No. I don't know. I don't care how she get her money. I'm just saying the dynamics of that. Like how as a man, like how does he feel? Like, you know what I'm saying, she got all the money. She's definitely, you know, got the control, because let's just be real.
Why is it control?
It's got to be control. Like, why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be control? Like,
why would it be? How could it be control? The thing is, if they only have one, like I feel,
I can't see how a woman can allow anybody to dictate what she do with her money, regardless. I just can't see how that happens.
Because the thing is, it's not a dictator what you do. Because the thing is,
why she got to go through him to get the?
She don't have to go through him, and he don't have to go through her.
Yeah, I just got to see what's going on in the world. I got to be a fly on the wall.
Like the thing is, neither one of them have to go through each other. You can't spend my money, or I can't, because it don't become theirs. That's the individual listing.
So it's their money.
It's their money.
She earns it, but it's their money.
They earn it.
How he earn it?
Because if my wife didn't work at a job, she's working at the house, right?
I mean, you want to call that earning?
The thing is, like, I'll be honest with you. All right, my last relationship, right? Like, I made all the money, but she made a decent amount of money because she had her own company, right? Her own business. But I set it up that she'd be able to work from home, have her salon at the house, so that she could take care of the kids. She made it super easy for me to work as long or as much as I wanted to grind out to get promotion after promotion after promotion, because I did not have to worry about home.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So me paying most of the bills and everything was just normal, and it wasn't because it's my money. I control it. I tell you what to spend. It was the fact that she allowed for me to be able to make the money, so it was our money. Because had she not been there, now I can't work like I wanted to work.
Why can't she? She'll figure out a way. She got the money.
So the thing is, if you have to decide, because honestly, let's be honest, you can't have your kids around anybody.
Okay.
Right.
I mean, but yeah, that's a whole nother dynamic. But I'm sure that she will probably have that figured out. Let's just assume that she figured that out.
But the thing
maybe
is,
she got a sister or a mom.
But she don't have to, because she got him.
No, I'm just saying she don't need him.
Like, nobody needs nobody.
We don't.
You don't need them. You want them. I don't ever want anybody to need me. I want people to want me.
I mean,
because
I think we all need each other. We all
you need relationships, but you don't need people. The thing is, I don't need you to do the podcast. I want you to do the podcast.
Right. But you you can replace me, I'm sure. Yeah, right. I get that.
No, but the thing is, you like the fact that I want you on the podcast, right? People like to be wanted.
I agree with that.
To be needed means
I depend on you.
It not only depending on you, if it wasn't for this, I wouldn't want to be around you. If
I never thought about it like
your
that.
wife just needs you, she can't leave.
Well, I guess if you look at it from that side, I mean, I wasn't going that deep, but okay.
But so wanting is so much better than needing.
It is. I mean, when you look at it from that standpoint.
So the thing is, yes, a relationship can thrive based on the fact that two people decided that this is how our life fit together. Not based on the fact that the world thinks that the man's supposed to be in this role or I gotta be the provider. The only role that has to be in place for it to be right is that the man has to be able to be the man of the relationship. He has to be able to be a leader. He has to provide security, and she needs to provide peace and respect.
So is maintaining a certain lifestyle security?
For some relationships.
I mean, generally.
No. For some relationships, like I know.
Speak for yours.
For me, we want to live at a certain comfort level.
Right, what I'm saying.
So
for your wife.
Is
that security?
I don't know if that's security because that's not our problem. That's not a problem that we have.
I know. It don't have to be a problem, but I'm just saying.
So the thing is, we saying, okay, if I don't make as much, she don't require me to make as much. So, but she knows the type of man I am. I'm not gonna settle for anything less.
That's great. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
that's the thing. That's because individually how I am and individually how she is, we gonna make it work.
Okay.
And the thing is, regardless. And
so that means that it ain't even. It's not about the nothing. It's about you, and it's not about the things around you.
But the thing is, like for some people, I know some families who I met this wonderful family. It was a family of 7. And they were surviving off of his Social Security income.
Mm-hmm.
That was a little over $1,200 a month for a family of 7. How? I don't know. But they made it work, and they all looked like they enjoyed each other.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't smell the best, but they
definitely you can do that.
I couldn't. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, I think it all comes down to mindset and standards. I think that's what it all comes down
and that's what
to.
It comes down. The thing is, some people can live like that and be happy, and they cool. This is my reality, and I don't care and want for more than that. And some people want more for that, and they ain't gonna settle for less than that. But it goes all the way to the individual. But the thing is, to make a happy home, it's the role that has to be provided. Is the man has to give that woman security. Because if she don't feel secure in a relationship, she don't feel secure spiritually, she don't feel secure mentally. If she will cheat or she will leave.
I never not doubt that whatsoever. That's never been my argument.
And for a man, if he don't feel respected in a relationship, and he don't feel like that he's at peace, he's gonna cheat. Or he's gonna leave.
I agree with that too.
Being a provider, to me, isn't the thing that every man needs and every woman needs him to be. Because it's a lot of homes that the woman make more than the man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of homes that's like that. It's a lot of homes that both partners decided that we have to. It's not even a choice for us to survive and to live comfortably, to be able to give our kids something.
So a man don't have to be a provider.
Both people have to provide for the home. But when you say you have to be the provider, and the connotation behind it is that you have to provide the money. No,
not the money, just provide.
And that's what I'm saying. Both parties have to provide.
Because I keep saying it's not about providing. Doesn't mean you have to be the breadwinner. You don't have to make more money to be a great provider.
And then what I always say, every time you say that, I said, provide what then? What do the man need to provide? And you said, just provide. And that's not an answer.
No. I was saying, what, food, pay the bills, all of that stuff.
Pay the bills. Okay.
Pay everything. Put it like this. So I don't mind. I won't mind going to work, spending all my money, paying all the bills, rent and everything, as long as my wife can take care of me, take care of what I want. Like, I trust her to take care of what I want, right?
I see. We must be on two different pages.
Might be.
Because the thing is, I feel like when you're married, it's no longer mine and yours. So the money that comes into the house is our money.
I never said it wasn't. I never said it was.
So the thing is, if she's taking care of us, with who money? It's our money, right? I'm paying the bills, not with my money. It's with our money.
Right. I'm just saying. So my whole point in saying we should be able to relieve the woman from having to go to work.
But what if
that's what I'm saying. We are the ones that gotta go. They should be the ones that don't have to go. That's what I'm saying.
But the thing is, in most households,
of course.
But
that's how it is nowadays.
Every man would love if he made enough that
so
his
she don't
wife
have to
don't
work.
Have to work. He wouldn't make her work.
I agree.
Most men.
I agree.
What I'm saying is that's not a reality.
But why can't it be though? Why can't it be a reality?
Oh, because it's not.
Because the standards got to be high, right?
No, it's not because it
or
has to
just
be
high enough.
The thing is that people do not want to struggle and hate life.
But why do they have to hate life?
Okay, let's be honest. Do most people kill themselves because they when people commit suicide? Do they is it because they don't see any other way out, or I got too many opportunities?
It's a whole bunch of different reasons why people create.
But it's usually because they don't see any
like
other
the Power
way out.
Ranger dude. He
didn't see no other way out. The Power Ranger.
He lost his wife.
He lost his wife.
He committed suicide.
He didn't see no other way out to actually. He didn't see no other way how to get back to her. He didn't. You know what I'm saying? So he said, "I don't have nothing else to live for."
Right. Which is, excuse me, I ain't gonna say crazy, but that's not how you should live. You know what I mean?
So it
should be built on externals and materialistic things.
But the thing is it's not really built on that. Like, I can say, I want more for myself, and it never started off being material.
So if your world start crashing, God forbid, you wouldn't want to kill yourself, right?
That happened before.
You would want to kill yourself if if you lost your wife, your kids, your everything. You would want to kill yourself.
Moment of transparency.
Okay.
I had a situation that happened that I lost. I would look like I was losing everything. And I would be lying to you if I said I did not think about committing suicide.
Okay.
I felt like
I think we all been there.
I was losing everything.
I think we all been there.
I was losing everything. And I was like, you know what? Like, with my insurance, I could secure my family at least with that. Because I don't see no other way of getting out of this mess.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so
you was considering suicide based not because you were depressed, because it was a means to provide.
No, I was depressed too.
Okay.
Like, I was feeling all the feels. I didn't even understand it because I never